Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is LouAnn and welcome to my kitchen. That coffee's a brewing and you know there is some sweet iced tea in that icebox. Well, today is the day before Christmas, Christmas Eve. So what am I making today? What kind of cookie? I would consider this cookie a pie. I've not made it yet, but what it sounds like is a little fruit pie, but of course, I'm going to change it up a little bit. So let's turn the camera around and let's get into baking for fall into baking. And of course, cookie December. So let's get to baking. So I'm going to divide this recipe in half. So I got 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to add half a cup of shortening to this. And I'm going to go ahead and add all 3 eggs to that. I'm going to put my shortening in there. Then I got to go get my milk. So now we're going to add a half a cup of milk, which that is really good milk. Raw milk with the cream and everything. Oh my Lord, it is so delicious. So now I'm going to go and take this to the mixer, get it beat up, and then I'll be right back for the next step. Add a half a teaspoon of vanilla, and we're going to mix that in. Now we add 3 cups of flour, and a tablespoon of baking powder, and we're going to slowly add 3 cups of flour to that. So I'm going to add it 1 cup at a time. There's 1 cup. So I am going to go take this to the mixer, and then I'll be back for the next step after we add the flour. So like I said, I've never made this before, and I want to make these cookies. So on a well-floured board, we're going to roll it out to our desired thickness. So I'm going to put the dough out, and I'll probably flour on the top. It may be kind of wet because I did add the extra egg. So I'm going to put it out on my well-floured board, and I'll be right back. So with a very floured round cookie cutter, you're going to cut a bunch of little circles to this. So I'm going to cut a bunch of circles, and I'll be right back with that. So I have put about a half a teaspoon of jelly. I'm using jelly instead of pie filling. And then we're going to smash the other half. Probably put too much in there. And then we're going to crimp around the sides. And then it said to, I'm not very good at this, y'all. It said to cut an opening with that being, I think that should be alright. So I'm going to do the rest of these, make a pan full, and I did spray the pan just because the recipe didn't say to do that. So I'll be back and show you what they look like.